If you've watched some of my videos before, you know that I've reviewed a lot of massage guns. Well, clearly the Hypervolt is one of the best, right? We've all heard about it. Let's find out. Hey guys, I'm Scott with Before You Buy, where we do product reviews to make sure it's what you want before you buy it. And today we have the Hyperice Hypervolt, one of the most popular massage guns out there. They do a great job at marketing. Well, let's take a look at the contents, shall we? Let's see how it stacks up. First things first, this box. Very nice box, a little magnetic. You can probably hear that clicking there. And here's why the box is so nice. Because that's what you get. There's no case. The box is your case. It's probably not the end of the world because, you have a box, but it's more of like principle. Where do you store this thing? Do you keep this big old box around? Not the end of the world, but come on. I usually just take these massage guns, throw them in my backpack, maybe a few of the heads with me, and, go on my way. But still, it's the principle. Come on. Just give us a little box to carry it in. Moving on. I will say, one of my favorite parts about the Hyperice Hypervolt is their quality. Their fit, their finish, the soft touch, everything just feels great in the hand. It has some heft to it, showing me that, it feels like it's pretty legit, right? So I will say that is one of the things they are good at. You pay for the premium of that, and we'll get to more of that in a bit. But let's jump back over. Let's check out these heads that we got. So as you can see, the massage gun comes with that flat head in there already, and it's already installed. But then we got the bullet, nice little bullet here, and again, these are also just nice. There's no markings on them. They just great massage heads here. Great quality. Again, I actually haven't seen one with the little balls on the ends, but it's great. Nice ball, typical little foam action there. And then it does have, which I don't know if the earlier ones had this from what I can tell of pictures and whatnot, but it does have a nice little squishy, if you're getting close to bones or your neck or anything like that, it's nice to have a nice little soft one. And then of course it comes with the charger. It is a 2-part charger. Most of them are just a little wall wart with a cable, but this one is a separate brick and a cable. Has their branding right on there. That's where some of your money's going, is the quality of that. So enough with the box, because we gotta get into some of the specs. But before we jump into the specs, if this video does help you, please consider using those links down below. Those buy me a cup of coffee. And I record my videos super late because I have a family and I have a day job and I run a gym and I'm a busy guy. So I just love doing review videos because I fell in love with them watching a bunch. So I hope these are helping you out. If so, go ahead and use the links down below. I'll also link my comparison video of all the massage guns so you can kind of see where the Hypervolt stacks up. Okay, so diving over into the specs. First things first, you got the power button on the bottom. That turns it on. The light shows you kind of the battery life it has left. Yellow, orange kind of means it's less than full. We're at about medium battery life here. You got the 5 indicators there. And then you also have the power button right on the back there. These 3 lights across the top are the speed. So let's talk about amplitude. Amplitude is the amount of this head travels back and forth, right? And the Hypervolt is measured at 10 millimeters. That's their spec that they tell us. 10 millimeters is starting to get fairly low. Theragun's more like 16 millimeters. A lot of massage guns are right in that 12 range. But I will say that I personally think the more important spec is stall force. So stall force is how much pressure, if I turn this on, how much pressure it takes to stall the motor, right? So that's not a lot of stall force because it was still kind of ramping up. But I will say that the Hyperice Hypervolt does perform pretty well when it comes to stall force. You know, if you really need to dig into your hip or IT bands, which is notorious for me, and that's going to take a lot of stall force, I can tell on a higher speed with especially the bullet or the fork, which you're probably going to be using in that area, you're going to be feeling that pounding, okay? It does have enough juice to get in there, that power. A lot of massage guns, I have all kinds of videos on massage guns not to buy. There's some that you just barely start pushing and they just stall out on you. That is an absolutely worthless massage gun. I can tell you the Hypervolt has enough power to massage your muscles. Where Hypervolt kind of prides themselves is not only the build quality, but also their quiet glide technology. So let's jump over. Let's see how quiet this really is. So you got my, decibel meter here right on my phone, and I'm going to put the massage gun right next to it, and we're going to see. So right around 25 of not, just noise background. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on at level 1. There's 3 levels here. Pretty impressive, right around 38. About 46, 47. And mid 50s. And as you could kind of see, that's about normal conversation level. And that is key, because when you're using massage gun and I want to have a conversation with you, I know I can have this massage gun on. I know you can still hear me. If I'm at the gym, I'm trying to have a conversation. I like to sometimes use this as I'm sorry. I like to sometimes use the massage gun when I'm like watching a movie with my family on the couch. It's worth saying that this is super quiet, and their quiet glide technology, hey, it works. So that's cool. Overall size and usability, I do like the power switch on the bottom, so that way I can kind of keep it on, and then if I'm having a conversation and then I want to go back to using it quick, I can turn it on and then turn it right back off. But I don't have to, if there's a single button, you have to push and hold it, wait about 3, 4, 5 seconds, then it turns on, then you have to push it again to start it. This is just a lot quicker of an action there. I kind of like that. So I kind of like the button on the bottom, and this control doesn't really get in my way. I wish it was a little more inset, but you can hardly even see it. It doesn't really stick out hardly at all. So if you're kind of cupping your hand, you're not going to push the button, but if you would push kind of in the middle, you would maybe hit that button a little bit. But there's plenty of other handles, and I will say that with the handle here and the push in the back, it gives you a lot of different options to be able to really get that massage going, and I think there's a reason for it, why a lot of massage guns out there have copied this design. I know you've seen them, and just so you know, if you do see an ad for a Hypervolt under $100 or right $100, that's not a real Hypervolt. Start looking into it a little more. I guarantee it's not a Hypervolt. It's a Chinese knockoff, okay? So just watch out for that. But what is the price of this thing? It's $300, okay? It used to be $350, but Hypervolt recently dropped the price to $300. Do I think it's worth that money? I will say it's a great massage gun, great build quality. I wish it had a case, and $300 is starting to get pretty expensive. It is kind of a name brand. The fit and finish is fantastic, but I think there's greater values out there. Personally, I recently did a review video comparing the Hypervolt to an Opove massage gun that looks very similar. In fact, if I held them both right here, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference between them hardly, if you didn't know what to look for. So a lot of people have kind of copied this design, but also there's a lot of other massage guns out there. Go check out my video on the 13 comparison. There's some massage guns I highly recommend under $100. So, but that's the review of the Hypervolt. What do you think of it? Is it too expensive? Is it worth the extra build quality? Hey, you tell me. I just wanted to give you my honest opinion, and I hope that helped. If it did, like, subscribe, comment, and think about using those links down below if it helped you. Till next time, see ya.